understand. Do not.
And we're
At
back.
all. I have all these photos of him over the last 6 years. I'm sorry, 4 years. And his physical stature is not the same. His height is not the same.
He's been getting more feminine
But
over
no
the
one
years,
is offering me any understanding. It's like they want me to sit in this space of confusion and fear. And I continue to ask for clarity, and they continue to pour on more confusion and fear.
I hope she keeps this one up because I got into it a few minutes late. I don't know what's up with my notifications lately. She's been going for a bit. You take her, Beth. Doing her spacey thing though a lot. But also just I don't really know what she's been saying. I started recording on the phone, I went and I smoked. I was doing some other stuff. I was eating. You know, doing human shit. So we'll do a loop-de-loop. But I hope she keeps it up. So we see the very, very beginning, because I got it, like, mid-sentence when I started recording on my phone. It is a Psycho Sunday. She's gonna start yipping and yapping again. Hold on.
So I decided that I'm just going to start going to a bunch of locations that have computers, creating a new email account, sending a bunch of my photos there, and just creating a whole bunch of accounts where the photos are hidden on the internet, because
from the library,
I
from
can't
public Wi-Fi,
share them on a social without fear of someone coming and stealing the social and removing it from circulation. My last like 5 or 6 Instagrams into the numerous thousands have been just taken,
paper storage,
just randomly overnight. My brand is not for sale, gone, poof, disappeared into thin air.
You violated terms of service.
Coco.chanel.ysl with updates every single day from the tent, where I was giving like a journal style entry of what I was going through and what they were doing to me and what I was being subjected to and how they were helping and how they were hurting and what I was doing and how I was contributing, and gone, poof, disappeared. Poof. Easter Day 2024.
Poof, you guys.
And many others, you know, those are not the only ones. This is like fucking awful, you know, it's awful. This is like almost exactly to the T what I was going through in 2019 to 20, and then 21, and then 22, and then 23, and then 24.
Yeah, she was on Love After Lockup.
There's no one in my car, right? You guys can see. There's no one here. Xavier refused to get in. I'm punching the ghost. Get out of here, ghost. Right? What? There's no one here. So in case there's a deep fake later that shows Xavier in my backseat when he's actually doing God only knows what and where, or anyone else for that matter.
Wild stuff, man. Phone was on low battery. Hate that. Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah, there's a little teddy bear instead of the hat. And a dog bed. Is that a dog bed? It's like Xavier's old bed. About to start yapping about the
and then they're making, I already said this, they're making Xavier's tummy so round, but not just from the front, also from the sides, like a jar of honey, you know, like it looks painful for him.
He's just gaining some weight, you know. Beer belly.
And then
yeah.
like they make these
exactly.
environments look like nearly abandoned in some like times, and then other times they just snap back to looking normal. Like there's like they want you to act up. They want you to act like in a way that's conducive with the scene and environment. But if you do so, as soon as they snap the scene and environment back to societal norm, you look like you're doing something either wrong or crazy or out of context.
Picturing Xavier trying to steal a beehive and eat it. Winnie the Pooh would do something like that. But yeah, so some people are asking like, what's this Heather Gillespie chick all about? She was on Love After Lockup. She's obsessed with this guy named Dylan, who she broke up with forever ago, who was the prisoner on Love After Lockup. I'm pretty sure she's going crazy. Some people think it's an act, but she just drives around all day saying stuff like this and conspiracy theories and stuff. She lost her apartment. She was evicted. She refused to get out. And now she lives out of her car.
And then you pass by and there's just like some random lady like tending to her garden, like looking super zenned out and peaceful. Beautiful garden, beautiful house. Looks like it should be on a magazine cover for Homes and Gardens or something. And then it's like, oh my God, do they even have magazines anymore? And then it's like, well, I went to Whole Foods and I saw that they do. So
skateboard magazines.
But who's reading them? Most certainly, who's purchasing them? What is it, $20 for a magazine? 14 something for some of these magazines.
Oh me, oh my.
And then I'm online on the internet and I'm trying to find meetups. Meetups is supposed to be like a social application, not for dating or hookups, but for like fun things that you could do with other people so that you're not just all by yourself all the time, right? I've never needed that before. I've always had a social group and my children. And my first ex-husband's mom always taught me that once you have your children, that's your social group. Like your family, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, your own family, your sister, your mom, your brother, your husband, and your children. Those are your friends.
So much
like you don't
shit, then.
Look outside of those relationships very much. I mean, maybe if you go to school or work and you meet someone, but like you don't, for the most part, prioritize going, to nightclubs or parties or dances or, things like that. You focus your energy because energy is limited. We get tired as humans at the end of the day, right? So we need to then recharge. If you give 8 hours of your energy to someone, right? And then you are exhausted. What do you have left to give to your children when you get home, your family? So you dilute that more when you add a bunch of friends and other social connections. So it was always my understanding and my goal and my focus to focus, on those relationships first. And now in the situation that I'm in, where my children are not living with me as their primary caregiver anymore. My children, even though I have primary joint custody, my children are living with my ex-husband's family and my ex-husband's.
No
and I'm supposed to be, building my career and buying and breaking ground on the house that I want to build for my children and I by the end of the year. That was the timeline. And I'm more fucking confused than ever, not even being permitted to make, $100 a day. I don't know how to make sense of this. I really don't. It's like the upline is corrupted, and they're painting their own picture with no regard for the actual reality that's been going on. And they're trying to fold in people's realities to their own storylines. And they're not really caring if they lose a whole bunch of very pertinent information in translation, in doing that folding in. You know what I mean?
I don't.
That's what I'm perceiving. And I know that the higher authority changes on a day-to-day. And I'm sure that that's incredibly problematic when you have the understanding that there are many, many, many higher authorities, many of whom have allowed, as they refer to it, their stars to carry narrative and keep, the record in alignment. And then you fold in these other groups and they call it being crushed by giants. You fold in these other groups, and then all of a sudden, you know, your story, your narrative, your truth, your reality is folded into the reality of someone who doesn't give a fuck about your reality.
There's a lot of things they say.
I can't have that. I can't have that. You know, I cannot lose myself or my children or my family members or their identities or our realities. I cannot. It will not work. It will never work. So, anyway.
Thank you, Minnie, for the heart. Yep, hold on the cheese. On one today, dude. My phone doesn't want to record this one, so I really hope she keeps this one up. I'm crossing my fingers and my toes here. I'll try not to talk over her too much in case I need to use this one, I guess, for next Real Friday. She hasn't been skipping a beat lately. She's just been going. And going. Every fucking day. Every fucking day. Every single day.
Shit. I knew they were gonna do that. I knew it.
I wonder where she got that bear. Where do you guys think she got the bear? I don't know what she's looking for. Or where she's going. Out of the garbage. Tink, do you know where she's going? I think you've been watching the longest. Longer than I have, at least. I don't know, she said where she was going. No, she didn't say. That's how we're ending it, huh? Okay. I'll start airdropping the other thing in case she doesn't keep it up. I hope she just keeps it up though. Keep that live stream up, Heather. Sorry, there at Voodoo's BS. Voodoo. Maybe Xavier got it for her. Like, look, I know we've been going through some hard times, but I got you this bear out of the trash. Because I love you. Yeah, she kept it up. Good. Alright. Copy that. Hold on now. Let me just keep this open in the background. Just in case she goes live again. We can take this down. And... okay, yeah, it already downloaded. I'm like, what's happening there? I can just cancel that airdrop. Cancel it. We don't need it anymore. Let's see how this one started. Okay, so it's 39 minutes. Wow, I can't see. Sorry. I did this thing where I cropped it so we don't have to look at nonsense. And there we go. Sorry. Hey, there's our gal. Fuck, it's me, it's Heather Gillespie. Alright, let's see how this started.
So, okay, do you guys know that in an effort to help someone else, you aren't helping anyone if you're left with nothing? Over and over, this is why I want to know if Twitch is still a thing where you just live stream all day so I could just have this going all day long.
You could do that on any platform. Yeah, Twitch is still a thing. Doesn't Twitch delete the VODs though after like 20 something days or something? I don't know. Just live stream all the time on YouTube. Live stream 24/7 on YouTube, Heather.
Like that would definitely.
That would be honestly so much easier than whatever the hell this is.
Be ideal to whatever's happening right now. So I'm gonna have to look. I thought that was like a.
Is she gonna go on? Oh my god! I hope she doesn't make a Twitch channel, dude. I'm gonna have to download Twitch and put notifications on and shit. What do you think her name would be on Twitch? Do you think it would be Heather Gillespie, or do you think it would be Heather? Probably Heather Smith. That's what I put my money on, Heather Smith. GoPro Solo, Coco Chanel YSL. Who knows?
Social media, but who knows?
Exactly. Heather,
there's a reason why they say in airplanes, if there's ever an emergency or a problem with oxygen levels, that you have to strap your own oxygen mask on before you can strap on the masks of the individuals in your area. So if someone is being held in a space where they don't have any access to regular money, and we're under the understanding that we're in a demographic where you need money to survive. If we're not, then we're not. But, to my understanding, for the most part, unless you have someone paying for you or who already owns it, giving it to you, there are certain things from day to day, even if you have a house that's paid off, there are certain things from day to day, unless you live in like a farm and even then, protection, support, love, all of these things, they're all investments of time, energy, or money, or all of the above, usually. And in that understanding, if you go to Ulta Beauty and you spray yourself with a couple of...
with a couple? Heather... If you go to Ulta and spray yourself with 1,000 fucking sprays.
Different perfume fragrances, look at some makeup palettes, do some reviews, and then move on with your day. Is Ulta in a deficit? Not really, right? So...
This fucking goofball.
Ulta will grab another bottle of perfume and put it on the shelf, or another palette, or another 400 or 500 people.
So you're just justifying stealing, right?
Will have access to sample that same eyeshadow palette, or that same, a couple of drops of foundation, or what have you.
Or what have you.
When you come into my life, and I'm not being permitted to earn my income doing my driving.
Ulta didn't go into your life, though. You went into their store.
So I'm doing numerous other things while I market for personal driving jobs and connect and establish relationships with individuals who can refer me to personal driving jobs. In the absence of that constant kind of recharge of my bank account, today I was supposed to receive a payment from Facebook.
Wait, she monetized on Facebook?
Supposed to receive that payment on August 20th. August 20th came and it left. I was supposed to first receive it in the early weeks of August. The early weeks of August came and then they went and I didn't receive it. It said you have to update your bank account. I update my information to a different account that I'm not using for anything else so that they can't do fraud on the account. And they say your deposit will be there on August 23rd.
What is she posting on Facebook that she could even make money off of? She doesn't do streams. She just fucking posts nonsense to her Facebook. I gotta go find her Facebook now.
Then they say, oh no, never mind, August 23rd, it'll be there on August 20th. Then August 20th comes, there's nothing. And then they say, okay, it'll be there on the 23rd. Then the 23rd comes and there's nothing. And then they say, oh, it's been rolled over to the next month. So for 30 days, they've been promising that the deposit would be made in my account. But for 30 days, I've received nothing. So under that understanding,
who the fuck is this? I'm not going to show it because I don't know who it is, but there's a picture of Heather Gillespie on her Facebook kissing some guy in a hospital bed, and he's like all messed up. He's got like broken legs and stuff. What the fuck?
I'm using a bottle of Baby Magic as my shampoo and whole body body wash. And I don't get to go to the beach to have a fun day with, you know, people who I get along with and interact with, or even my husband for that matter. Instead...
All right, well, other than that weird photo, she just reposts a lot of stuff. She posted a screen recording of her going through Instagram, which is what all these videos are on. She did her little ad for the chauffeur thing that she doesn't have a license to do either. She does these rambly posts where she's just, everything she says on the live stream, she just puts in text, basically. I can't see any of this being monetizable. Like, I don't know what they're paying her for.
I get a 30-second to 60-second couple of photos taken and to put my toe in the water and then rush back to the vehicle, at which point in time I was surrounded by law enforcement.
Oh, here we go again.
Sheriffs. And they said, what are you doing? People are calling. It's the same thing over and over.
What's your Facebook handle? What the hell is that? Heather LV Share Babies. Oh, Heather loves her babies, but it's just LVS her babies. Heather LVS her babies.
So exhausting. I'm doing nothing. I just came here to this beach. What am I doing wrong? Is this not a public beach? Yes, it is. So to go to sleep in a locked space under the understanding that my foundation that I was able to purchase for myself because I was having regular income is safe in my makeup case, locked in my... That understanding that those are my resources that I've purchased and, you know, or acquired, or someone has given to me as a gift, or, you know, they've been a trade for something or whatever it is, those are my resources. I'm not Ulta. I'm not Sephora. I'm not fucking Walgreens. I'm Heather. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
right?
Heather.
So in the understanding that for me to be my best self and do my work and support my family and put food in my stomach and, you know, a safe space over my head each night, I am not an unlimited resource for others. And when we discuss the topic,
no one is using her as a resource
of helping others, how do you think that it's in any way acceptable to take my husband's energy, use him for babysitting other people's belongings and running errands for other people and gathering food and supplies for third-party individuals, while I am subjected to fend for myself and exist in a deficit of not just the things that money can buy, but the relationships, the connections, the understandings, the friendships, the love, all of these things that money cannot buy. And you know what? You can say that money can buy love, but it really can't. It cannot. To truly love someone is to love them, period. Xavier's over here laying on the sidewalk dressed like a Polish woman. And
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I still love him and check on him and ask him.
One of these days, I'm going to die or something. They're going to go through my Google search history and be like, why was Steve looking up Polish woman? You know, I mean, images of Polish woman. Xavier looks like a Polish woman. Like, it's Wikipedia, woman in Poland. It's just an old lady. I don't know. It just looks like a fucking normal people. I don't know what she means by this.
Do I get frustrated after hours and hours of trying to figure out what's going on with him and not getting any sort of real answer or understanding? Absolutely, I do.
Imagine being Xavier. Heather pulls up. Xavier! Are you Polish now? Like, why would you even take that? I'd be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh belly. Get the hell out of here.
All the time. All the time. You know? Absolutely. I smeared my makeup crying.
Oh, no. You don't just only wear black no matter what?
You know, absolutely I do. But it's confusing for me to try to understand. Even in the periods where I say, okay, I will conform to your demands. You don't want me to me, Xavier and I, to have safety and peace and love and comfort in each other, then I'll sit over here in this quiet space where there doesn't seem to be anyone around, and I'll take out my laptop and I'll start working on my book that I've.
Oh, nice. Can we ever get that book? Just finish the damn book.
Attempting to write for 6 years.
I know.
6 years. I'm not like some of you people who like to do 3 hours of working on your book and then, fuck off the rest of the day.
You people with your 3 hours on your book. I don't know who the hell she's trying to talk to here. Are you guys working on a book? I'm not.
I have bursts of energy.
Where's Snarky? Snarky does books.
At which point in time I am 100% honed in on a thing. Okay? It's ADHD is the societal norm for what they've called it. For me, that's how I've been my whole life. If I want to write, I might write for 15 hours. I might write for 15 hours and do nothing else. I might do photo shoots for 16, 17 hours or make
poor Xavier
looks and do nothing else. Then focus on that one thing. And then for 2 days, not touch it. That's my working style. That's the style of work that's worked the best for me.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna work in the real world. Oh, I should put the Heather alerts back on now that she's not live anymore. Cindy, thank you for the 2. Why does Polish matter? I'm Polish. I don't know why it matters. I can't even see any distinguishing factors that I would be like, oh, that's a Polish person. That's why I Googled it, and it didn't really help. So I don't know what she means by that. That's just weird. It's a very weird thing for her to start saying.
We're not talking about a 9-to-5 job where you go and clock in and work and have that structure and then go home.
Yeah, that'd be like a normal person.
2 are very difficult to intermingle. If you have a 9-to-5 or you're working from the time you open your eyes until the time you fall asleep, you don't really have the luxury of using your energy for much else.
Not what you do.
In the understanding that I would prefer stability, happiness, safety, love, compassion, support, advocacy, time with my children over doing a whole bunch of photo shoots. I love both of those lives. But if I have to choose one, there's no contest. I'm always going to go with stability and my children every single time. In the understanding that someone knows that, and so they just decided, like, no, that's not acceptable. I don't know how to make people understand that not wanting to live without doesn't mean you don't want to be a good person or help others when you can. When you can. It seems like the demographic that they put me in to suck me fucking dry of all my resources.
I mean, it's your own bad decisions, though.
Time, makeup, energy, money, whatever the fuck I come in with, it's like I might as well just leave naked. Are these people gonna take the fucking blazer off my shoulders too?
No one wants that. Remember when she always thinks people are stealing her hat or her glasses and like pretending to be her or something. She gets mad, but then she finds them and doesn't say anything about it. Doesn't say, oh, I found this under the seat or something. She just doesn't address it, but it was stolen the day prior.
I mean, it's awful here. It is awful. I can't go into the store to use the restroom and brush my teeth without there being a threat that someone's going to come in my car and use my fucking makeup.
Okay. So they're gonna break into your car while you're brushing your teeth at the gas station to use your makeup. They're not gonna steal the car. They're not gonna take anything of value. They're just going to use your makeup. Your makeup. Uh-huh.
I'm not Sephora. I'm not Ulta. I mean...
Be more believable that they would take the fuck is that thing called? Has platinum in it or something? The converter? Off her car? Then use her makeup.
Where can I drive away from here and seek safety and shelter where I will not be subjected to being rendered unconscious while other individuals utilize my resources that I have worked for and earned? Where can I go for that?
Go Sephora. That's where we're gonna end up anyways.
Where can I go for that? Anybody know?
So I think it came in a little bit over halfway.
You guys, I don't really know.
Because we were 18 minutes in, and this is a 40-minute stream. Like, I had been going for 18 minutes when she ended. I'm pretty sure. So at around... What's 40 minus 18? 40 minus 20 would be 20. I guess it'd be like 22. 22 minutes. That's where we came in at, I think?
I don't know what to even say to these people anymore. I replaced 2 of my tires, brand new tires, and because they were saying that there were sensor issues. I mean, they were saying that there were air issues. They were changing the meter on my air sensor to say, oh, hurry up, go get air, so that they could steal $2 from me, $2.50 a day, every day, during periods of time when I was not able to afford a meal.
Why did we get so many car washes and stuff? Remember when she got the blowout or the hair thing? She got her hair washed for $100.
Extended periods where they probably made about a couple $100 from doing that. And then I had to replace the tires also.
Oh,
my no. I've had my car for a year. Pass all inspections. I've already had to replace 2 tires, not because they've worn out or been damaged, but because these fucking stalkers, these bloodsuckers, these energy drainers, no one can stop these people? You guys can't fucking get a grip on this shit? What the fuck is going on? And then I just replaced the other tire, 3 days ago? 4 days ago? And then I wake up this morning and they make a fucking sensor issue on the back left tire. How? So that I could have to go drive to where they curate me to go drive, to fill up air, to waste gas, so that they could render me immovable in another location. So that
it's crazy. Any car problem, it has to be they. They did this. Look what they're doing again.
And curate various fucking sets of bullshit. Yes, I'm a woman, thank you, with a uterus, given birth 4 times. What
Heather Gillespie, by the way.
Makes, I can't believe this. What makes a woman a woman? Well, that's going to be the physical anatomy. So do you have a menstrual cycle, right? Do you bleed each month from the shedding of the uterine line? You might be a woman. Have you given birth? Are you a mother? You're most likely a woman. I mean, what? Who's asking?
Most likely.
Questions.
You are. I've never heard anyone ask this except you. She's just like, I can't believe this. I can't believe the voices. United States of Illinois. Health corrects are beyond compare to commit on the form in the air.
here. They need to shut this line down indefinitely. No one should be existing here. This is gross. Awful. It's like smoggy. Air quality is bad. Threats are high. It's gross. It's awful. They're doing something with Xavier.
There's odor alerts.
I don't know what. Xavier would never on his own not want to be where I am. Ever. It would. There is no
I don't really know Xavier like that. It seems like he doesn't really care where he is as long as he's high.
Adult male in the United States or surrounding that would volunteer to sleep on the curb in women's clothing without his wife rather than get in the car and drive away from here. So what is going on?
He doesn't like you. He's fed up with you. He doesn't want that. That should say a lot. He would rather sleep on a curb in women's clothing. I think he just likes being in women's clothing, but she's making it sound like that's his only option. He doesn't have any other clothes, but still, I think he would wear a barrel if it meant not having to sit in that fucking car with you. Yeah, they're not married either, yeah.
Polytech, that's many tech. That's multiple techs. That's not the same as a relationship where you have many husband and wives. I tried to join this application called Meetup, right? Just like Upwork, it's the same shit. It's supposed to be a free application where you can just create and host events or attend events that are already being created and hosted and go to these places and meet up with groups of people who enjoy doing these things.
What kind of events do you host in, Heather?
They omit me from all of the fucking events, say that I have to pay $14 a month to have access, and then basically first they show you like $5,000 to travel to Berlin, $7,000 to do this and that. These people have not allowed me to keep $200 fucking dollars in my bank account in nearly a decade without them fucking running fraud on my account. And the United States government has done not a goddamn thing to help me.
Oh God, the finger.
Nothing. This is not a movie. This is my fucking life.
It's an interesting life.
Talk about save, talk about budgeting. I'm over here looking into businesses that I can grow, you know, money that I can make, ways that I could build my house, all this stuff.
Remember when, I don't know why this is popping into my head. Remember when King Cobra took out a payday loan to get a pizza? Like, I got a payday loan for $20. I'm going to have to give him $30 in 2 weeks. I'll figure it out, but that's how I got this pizza, in case you were wondering.
How will I ever stand a chance at doing that if you allow these people every fucking time I earn $20 fucking dollars to take 30 fucking percent? At least. Shit.
Yeah, I miss Cobes. But Heather could do something like that, you know? She could get crafty. Get crafty with it. She's trying, but it's not working out. These meetup things didn't work out.
It's awful. It's fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah. She's vaping. I don't know what she's vaping. I don't know if that's a nicotine vape or, like... Is that a THC vape? How'd she get a vape? I mean... She has a bit of money sometimes. Like, she pays for gas and stuff. She'll always make it seem like she's worse off. I mean, she is in a pretty bad space right now, right? She's, like, living out of her car for the most part. She has hotels sometimes, but not all the time. Unless you're just making up peeing in her car. I don't know who would do that. I pissed my pants this morning in my car. Like, why would you say that? Unless, I'm assuming, like, that's legit. But she has been in hotels. What was my point to this? Oh, yeah, the vape. I don't know, what's up with that vape?
I feel afraid to go into a place and use the restroom.
She's a beggar. She just asks people on the street now for money, and they give it to her. She probably does the sob story. I'm a mother of 4, I just need to blah, 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 whatever. And then they probably feel bad and give her some money.
Like, this is awful.
I was looking at chat, but I remember seeing it when I was recording on my phone. Being like, what? She's vaping. They put meth in a vape now, apparently. Tiffany sent me an article about it. What happened to her? She thanks everyone and everything's after her, so she goes crazy. There's a lot of backstory. She was on Love After Lockup, where people first found her for the most part, and she's just been kind of spiraling on social media since. It's been like years. But most recently, she tried to have a kid, like a baby, in a tent. So they took the baby, and she had visitation for a bit, and she had an apartment, and she had a job at the Ping Pong Social Club, as she calls it. But then, I don't know, she went crazy, started live streaming again, and now she's lost custody completely. She doesn't get any visitation. And she lost the apartment. She got evicted, but she just refused. Like, she was like, I'm not getting evicted. And they're like, no, you are. And then they kicked her ass out. And she spent all her money on Botox and crap. And, trying to think if there's anything else I left out. There's a bunch of stuff. There's the lore is deep.
Unlimited privilege. Anyone who knows me knows that.
Oh, she's been reposting that almost every day. If you look at her reels, it's like unlimited privilege, unlimited privilege, unlimited privilege, stupid video, unlimited privilege, unlimited privilege.
I have most certainly paid in many ways for every single bit of peace and happiness that I've ever had. Ever. Nothing in my life has come free. It's time for us to flip the switch on that.
No, it just turned noon on the East Coast. Well, am I on the coast? Not really. No, worst case, Ontario. Toronto time.
Then they start with the pressure about, well, what was going on in, 2016 when you stopped working in healthcare. Oh, yeah, great. Thank you for asking for the 7 millionth time. What was going on is I was being extorted by a detective. And
David Shepard.
I was being forced to engage with individuals who they believed were up to something. Now, here's the real problem with that, right? I don't want to be associated for the rest of my life with being the girl who was being used against her will, without her permission, without her consent, by government appointed authority, and then who went to social for a decade telling everyone what was going on and looking for a way, and it just continued for 10 plus years. How can that cannot be my story. That I refuse.
We've never heard this story before.
I fucking refuse. I reject that. I reject.
What did you guys hear that? Did she hit something while not looking at the road?
I reject that. I reject.
That had oomph to it, and it moved the camera.
That.
She didn't even look. Heather, what was that? Dude, what was that?
I fucking refuse. I reject that. I reject that.
I'm like looking at the back window now to see, are we gonna see a kid on a bike lining the road or something? Maybe it was a pothole. Yeah, let's just hope it was a pothole. Like, those are bumps. Maybe she just hit a speed bump. Xavier.
I don't remember having a day where they...
I shouldn't laugh at that, but I am.
Break me down mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally. I don't remember one. Do not remember one. Like, should I go to the forest and dig a hole and drive into it and bury myself there? Would I be safe there? Would that be a better solution for you guys? What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
Bury yourself in a hole in the forest. What the hell? With Alex from the Wilderness? Wakes up. Heather? Is that you? She's like, you never texted or called. He's like, I was doing wilderness stuff. I'm Alex from the Wilderness, remember?
Well, no, with my luck, I'll do that. And then when I, finish putting the last bit of dirt on top and try to get into my car, there will be 6 or 7 people already sitting in here. I mean...
Wait, what are you talking about? Get back? Like, you just go chill in a hole in the forest for a while, and then when you are done with that, and you come back in your car, there's 6 people. I thought we were just gonna live in the hole.
The fuck? But I'm always alone, though. But there's always this pull on my resources or pressure on my, mind or, interrogation style questioning, or it's like there's always something like that. I sat for a good 6 hour period yesterday working on my novel in peace, getting it done, really doing a great job. Randomly, they flipped a switch and inserted this energy that made my body literally go like this. Oh God. You know that energy, that feeling when you just have like when you like maybe someone like goes like this to you. It was like an energetic
flinching. You were flinching?
Like fist thrust. And I'm just like this from nowhere. I'm just sitting there in this perfectly calm space, working on my novel. And then for no reason,
drugs will do that to you.
From completely calm, productive, engaged, making progress. I don't understand it. I do not get it. I do not understand it.
I don't get it either. I think this is where we came in. This is 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen from this point on, like at the beginning, but I had to just listen to the end of that weird, I'm going to bury myself in a hole and try to get back in my car nonsense. I don't know what the hell that was all about. This is, she's on one today. Is she just going to go live again though? Like, should I even go? She's not live right now. I didn't even get a notification for that one. So, if you see her go live, let me know. If you're on the Discord or whatever. Be like, hey, she's live. And I'll go, ah! At least I'll know. In case, I don't know, like... Yeah, no, I'm just seeing, because I'm just looking at missed notifications to see if it said she went live. I really don't like that. Is there a setting on is there a setting on Instagram where you can have it not push notifications out or something? Like, does she have that on? I don't want to just be sitting on Instagram all day refreshing it to see if she's gonna go live. That's annoying, James is missing. Yeah. I've been checking in on his socials. Unless he's made new ones, he hasn't been doing anything that I've seen. Let me just check, because I forgot to check on mobile. Just gonna check his TikTok real quick to see if he has been live, because it'll say like all the live streams he's done. And the last time I checked it, the last one was on August 6th. So I'm just going to check real quick before I go so I can let you know. See what that goofball has been up to. It does not say his live streams anymore. Interesting. I guess maybe that's a setting he can turn on and off too. I don't know. Or maybe you have to be following him. I am not following him. Because he goes through his followers list and just blocks people who don't send him money. So I have all my accounts blocked. I can't have this one blocked. James is an evil man who beat his pregnant girlfriend on the side of a road and went to jail for it. And then got out of jail and violated the restraining order she had on him. So he went back to jail. And he got out of jail and did that again and went back to jail a third time. And then he's just a homeless guy now. He was like walking the streets, demanding money from people, basically saying everybody owes him money and you're going to give it to him or else. He's just a sad tale now, but that's who James is. He's missing right now. I don't know where the fuck he is. But I'll see you guys around. I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back. Could be soon. It could be not until B-sides tonight. I don't know. But I'll see you. Toodles for now.